Okay, so I want to start this presentation by asking which one of you think that is bilingual? I mean, do you just know a few words in English, or do you just feel capable of maintaining a conversation with someone without doubting? Okay, now I want to ask you which one of these two options do you think that it is necessary for being a businessman or a businesswoman? Well, let me tell you that the answer is none of them. Because conversational English is just inadequate to achieve your business goal and your career objective. Just imagine a manager trying to express him or herself without having the words necessary to do it. It will be a shame. So I want to give you an advice, and I brought 6 professional competencies that you should master and apply in your daily life to become successful in a business. These are: number 1, acquire native-like English proficiency. This means that you need to practice to sound like a native speaker. It is necessary that you can feel fully capable of developing a conversation with business topics. The second one is relearning key business concepts from different functional areas. Okay, well, this means that you should practice new words related to business. Expand your vocabulary into a more technical one. Now, number 3 is improving public speaking skills. A manager is constantly speaking to people, making meetings, talking, and you need to lose the fear of talking in front of people. This is very important. Now we got number 4, which is sharpening sound business judgment. You need to be able to judge a situation and make the best decision possible. Now in number 5, we got challenging out critical thinking. This is that sometimes people may not agree with what you're saying, so you need to convince others about your idea and make it profitable for the company. Now, number 6 is expanding qualitative skills and data sufficiency capabilities. So in this, you should present data, you should present graphics, numbers, because this will support stronger your idea. It will give more weight to them, even more than words. Okay, so it is important for non-native speakers to practice, and practice until you master these 6 competencies, because practice is what makes success. You should set a goal to yourself and work for it and prove to the world that you can run a business. Okay, now we got business. What is it and what makes it so important? People have conducted business as a personal capacity. That is why we can say that a business is an enterprise or organization created to identify, anticipate, and satisfy people's needs or the needs of the market, which in fact are endless. However, a business does not run by itself, and one of the most important persons in a business is the manager. Therefore, the manager is a person who is in charge of a certain group of tasks in a business. The manager is subdivided into 4 major functions. It is important that if you want to be a successful manager, you master these 4 major functions, which are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. At the first spot, we got planning, which is what the manager needs to do to achieve the business goal. Planning could be for short, long, or even immediate terms. That is why it is subdivided into 3 categories: strategic, operational, and tactical. Okay, now if you want to know deeper into the planning strategy, you should check out my podcast. It will be linked down below. It is called I Will Teach You About Management. Now continuing, we got organizing, which is about resources and task allocation. A manager, even though it is the head of the company, it can do all by himself. So he has to mitigate the task, decides who does what and who commands who in order to take the best out of a situation. Now we got leading, which is about coach and negotiating with others. Like I said, a manager has to know the power of words, needs to know how to persuade people, to convince them about ideas that he knows that will bring profit for the company. So in here, communication is the key. The manager needs to have the power of convincing others about what is best for the company. Now, as the last function, we got controlling. After all the elements are in place, we got the controlling function, which is about checking results against goals. In here, the manager needs to be constantly checking that everything is going according to plan. And if it's not, take the corrective measures necessary to control it and make sure that the plan remains on track. So, communication is important. For that, we understand communication as a process in which individuals interact and transmit ideas. Managers use communication to make sure everyone is focusing on the same goal. Managers use communication to align the effort. And that is why I want you to reflect on this image for a minute. What do you think that is there? So, in the picture, we can see that the man standing with the round wheels is manager. Why? Because he is trying to make his idea work. We can see that the two men standing, doing the work, they are not doing it okay. So the manager, with his idea, with his new meaning, he's trying to align the effort and convince the others about that the round wheels will make the job easier. That is why communication is important. He needs to communicate his idea about the round wheels and convince the other two workers that it will be better, it will make the job easier. One of the easiest ways to learn how to be a manager and how to solve a business problem is through the case method. The case method is just taking a real-life business case, studying, and see the set of options that it brings, and you, as the decision maker, need to decide and analyze what is the best for the company. So to understand the business case that I brought today, we must learn also about the marketing mix. A marketing mix is just a set of controllable actions that companies do to launch their brands. It is based on 4 points. I don't know if you have heard about the 4 P's in management, that is the marketing mix. So number 1, we got the product. As number 2, we got the price. Then number 3 is promotion. And last, number 4 is the place. So the 4 P's in marketing are product, price, promotion, and place. Product stands for what are you going to sell to the public. The thing you are going to get out on the market. Then the price is about how much it is going to cost. Then the promotion, what are you going to do to make your product known? It could be through stores, billboards, social media, even television, radio, and anything you want to make your product known. And the place, this is where are you going to sell your product. in stores, in supermarkets, you need to place it somewhere you know it will be sold easily. Now, as of credits method today, we got the one about Aldi. So Aldi is one of America's favorite grocers. Its crown is a tribute to its competency in the discount segment. If we talk about the products that Aldi offers, they have 1,400 of the most commonly purchased items, and 90% of them are from its personal brand. They look just like the original ones, only then cheaper. Even a 40 or 50% off than the original ones, so this is a lot. Now, if we talk about the price, like I said, Aldi is known for its competitive price strategy. They have not lower but much lower prices than the competition. And how they manage to do this? Well, like I said, they have their personal brand, they don't have stock, they don't have shelves, and even they don't sell bags to the customers, and maybe they might change, I don't know, a little bit the ingredients to make it cheaper, but at the end, the final amount of your purchase is a lot lower than competitions like Walmart or Publix. Now the promotion, Aldi offers high quality products at lower prices. They base all of this marketing mix on its lower prices. And it works. It makes the clients want to shop there because they save a lot of money buying at Aldi's. And the place, Aldi's stores are well designed, they are well located in the neighborhood, and they work at comfortable hours. So customers have access to them all the time. It is easy to get there and do your shop without spending a lot of time. Well, Aldi has many great ideas in how to reduce costs. This is a very funny case to work with, a very interesting case, specifically if you want to know more into the supermarket segment and how to reduce cost. You should study the Aldi case. Well, as you know, a manager has a lot of weight over its shoulders. It has to plan strategies, organize that everything is going according to plan. They need to control the actions of the workers, and they need to be constantly giving new ideas to the company, make profits for them. That is what makes a manager value. Remember that time is money, and company takes this very seriously. So if you don't bring any profit, you don't do nothing, you are stick to the old way, trust me that you will be kicked out. Remember, at this point, I think that you all might be experts in management, but what makes the excellence is practice, 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 and practice. Thank you.